I stand here overwhelmed with sadness and sympathy as we mourn the tragic loss of one of our own. Deputy Darrell Brown, 40 years of age, almost 10-year veteran of our office, worked last night his first shift back to work at the Orient Road Jail. He worked in the booking facility. He got off this morning at 7 a.m. He's on his way home, northbound on Highway 301 on his way home to get some rest. He lives in Pasco County. For some reason, we don't know why yet, he crossed into the oncoming lane of traffic. A tractor and trailer driver hit the brakes, did everything he could to try to avoid this collision, was unable to. The energy of this truck striking our deputy's personal vehicle almost head on propelled him in a circular motion, and his car came to rest almost 100 yards north of where the tractor and trailer came to rest. Our deputy was tragically, instantly killed here on Highway 301. Deputy Darrell Brown is married. He has a blended family of 5 children, the oldest being 20 years of age, the youngest being just 5 years of age.
And this is where y'all be losing me at, big dog. I promise I heard you say he crossed over the lanes of traffic going into the oncoming traffic on the other side of the road and collided with the truck that tried its best not to hit him. And then you begin to talk about his family, who I'm praying for right now. We're going to talk about all that on the back end. You lost me when you didn't even mention any of the other drivers on the damn road, fam. Not even the truck driver, the innocent truck driver who was involved in this situation, who ended up trying to save your deputy's life. I think we got about 5 more minutes on this 6-minute video, guys. I am Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida. It's very beautiful. I'm a little perturbed right now, I won't lie, but I want to acknowledge God's wonderfulness. It's very beautiful out here. If you're new here, man, we watched the video over here, man, and I talk about it, you know what I mean, after that. So if you only want to see the video, you're free to leave, man. I'm pissed off. I ain't finna lie to y'all, man. Let's see what the hell they got going on down here in Florida, man. You didn't approach this right, family. And that's why I worry about your officers, because they have leaders like you. Let's listen to the rest of the story.
Deputy Darrell Brown's father also works here, is a member of our office. His father is a crossing guard and has been a crossing guard for almost 11 years. So over the last several hours, as we're working through this investigation, we're also making notifications to his family and mothers of the children, and at the father's house, who had to go through this and was notified why he was out keeping the kids and his children in his community safe. I want to say thank you to the Florida Highway Patrol for working this investigation. As you can imagine, as an agency, there's a lot of grief and a lot of mourning that has to occur while we still provide the service to the residents of Hillsborough County. They've agreed to work the investigation and work this traffic crash. This alleviates our investigators for having to come out here, and as they're mourning, investigating the loss of one of our own here. I want to thank Hillsborough County Fire Rescue for their immediate response here on scene, and I want to thank our state attorney who took the time to be here. It seems like it doesn't matter what circumstance, we can always count on State Attorney Susie Lopez for being by our side when we talk about the partnership and how members of the Sheriff's Office have become partners and family members of hers. That's evident when she has such an immediate response as here today. Madam State Attorney, I'll turn the microphone over to you for a moment.
Thank you, Sheriff. I stand here this morning as a representative of the 320 men and women of the Hillsborough County State Attorney's Office. We consider the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office to be our family. And as a family, we mourn with our brothers and sisters of the Sheriff's Office this morning after this tragedy. It does not appear that this is anything criminal in nature, but we are out here this morning to show our support and to lend any assistance that we may during this tragic mourning. And we support the office, the deputies and the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Florida Highway Patrol, as they investigate this tragic crash. Thank you very much.
Thank you. With this being extremely preliminary, what questions can I attempt to answer?
Sheriff, I know it's obviously early in the investigation, and we walked up to the scene after things have moved around a little bit, but it appeared to me that the truck driver had jackknifed, as they will when they hit their brakes full on in order to avoid the collision. Can you talk about what that truck driver did in order to avoid the collision, and how is the truck driver?
Yeah, first was to try to slow down.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's it. That's all I could take. That's all I could take. I promise you, I wanted to stop the video when he said, you know, I'm going to hand the microphone over to the state's attorney's lady for a minute, man. I wanted to stop it then, and I'm glad I didn't, though. And maybe I should have listened on to see what questions they were going to ask and what happened in the last 2 minutes of the video. One, the video is over, so if all you wanted to see was that, then you're free to leave. No one will be offended or upset. Two, I will leave the video link to this in the description, Lord willing, if I remember, or the comments, so you can go and finish it if you want to, man. Let me first and foremost say rest in peace to this young man. 40 years old, man. That is a very young life. They mentioned his 5 children. They mentioned the fact that he was married, so therefore his wife. And then, you know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. All of that really hurts me to think about, because I don't give a damn who you are. Somebody loves you, right? And they aren't necessarily attached to everything you do or say. And so for them, I mean, that type of grief is something we're all familiar with, man. And so that's just hurtful to even think about them having to go through that. But then they also mentioned his father, man. I have a huge heart for fathers and men, because humanity, period, but specifically fathers and men, because I feel like fathers specifically, and also men, are the world's poo-poo right now. We're the world's toilet paper. Anytime we want to blame something on somebody or act like something is derelict because of someone, we blame men, right? And definitely we look at fathers as second-class citizens in the family. They're not necessarily as needed, especially as much as mothers. We have all type of traditional cliche sayings that literally communicate that. And I won't get into that, but that's why I have such a heart for men and fathers, because I don't think anyone is needed, more valuable, or more worthy than anyone else, especially when you talk about parents and parenting. Contrary to popular belief, fathers are not less important than mothers, and mothers do not love their children more than fathers do. That's a conversation I'm willing to have with anybody. If you think that, obviously, maybe you didn't have a loving father yourself, or maybe you haven't been exposed to any. But anyway, I'm just telling you why the icing on the cake of that grief for that family and those loved ones for me was hearing about his dad, man. That's just hurt me, family. I'm gonna keep it real, because as a dad, you know what I'm saying, the first thing that went through my mind is another cliche saying, parents are supposed to bury their children, not the only way around. And when I can imagine, man, being a dad, the type of heart that, you know, it's just God is putting in men to want to make sure everything is okay as much as we can, to have to bury your child like that. I mean, I couldn't have imagined it. I'm just gonna sound stupid trying to communicate it. So definitely my heart breaks for that family, man, and I'm praying for them. Not just the family, I try to say loved ones, because oftentimes we'll focus on the family, but there will be people who love people like they are family. So my heart breaks for those loved ones, and I'm praying for them, man. Don't know what was going on with this gentleman. A couple of highlights that stood out to me about this video, besides the fact that it's tremendously heartbreaking to hear, is something I always say, guys. And if you watch my videos frequently, you'll hear me say, man, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. I have no problem saying that. And I don't say I'm wrong or right just for show, like a flag to draw attention to me. I'm more so always trying to have a conversation. It's one reason I'm never on camera, because I don't want any of it's not about me. What the hell do I have to do with it? I'm just a voice in the conversation trying to propel it, and I want to take away anything and as much of anything that does distract from the conversation. So anyway, I said all that to say, because I'm going to always refer back to this video, one of the ones that upset me the most, because people seem to think I was wrong. I approached a Broward County detention officer, and when I approached her, I didn't even know she was a detention officer, because she was in full cop uniform, the same uniform that Broward County street beat cops wear, right? But later in the conversation, she told me, she said, I work on the detention side. So I'm not really affiliated with them. I don't know what they do out there. And I was like, nah, that's BS. And people in the comments were saying, hey, bro, they bought into her story. And she was also very kind, very polite, very pretty and everything too. So it was like, nah, I was the big bad bully. But I'm going to always point out to you, no, I wasn't wrong in that situation and how I see it. All of these people are cops. And it's unfortunate that because this is a Florida story, obviously Broward County is in Florida. It's unfortunate that we have to talk about such a tragic story as a reminder that, yes, I'm sorry if it offends you for me to say this. I was not wrong. I was actually right. These are sheriffs. This is the sheriff out there, the police. And that is the state's attorney out there, the police. I'm definitely going to talk about that, Lord willing. They're out there for a detention deputy. You know why? Because he's a police officer. I'm going to leave that point right there, no matter how further I could dig into that. I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm never trying to persuade you to see life through my eyes. I'm just trying to tell you I don't have any special interest when it comes to what I consider this gang of cowards. That's how I see them. They can prove me wrong at any given time, and there have been a few who have. But when I see you affiliated with that gang of cowards, it just doesn't matter to me what your approach is. I have to remember who you are and who you chose to swear allegiances to and with. It would be murderously deadly of me not to. What the fuck? Are you crazy? And I haven't even mentioned the detention officers that kill inmates and allow inmates to be killed. That is illegal, and they do this. They have been time and time again arrested for it. The detention officers who bring illegal weapons and drugs and paraphernalia into jails and prisons, they have literally been arrested for it. It's just like cops. Why the hell should I respect these people simply because they took a job, especially when the organization that they chose to be employed with are murderers and terrorists? You can see life through that lens. It would be crazy for me too. I know too much. And I'm not going to live a paranoid life, but I'm not going to live an ignorant one either, not in this regard. I'm sorry, I said I wasn't going to dig into that as much as I just damn did. But this guy, rest in peace to him, didn't I show my truth, like how I felt about he's still human? I told y'all that's heartbreaking. I feel for his loved ones. It doesn't change the fact they're there as a representation. You don't have to take my words for it. That he is part of them. Like, they don't see him as any different than them. Why the hell should I? That is the question here. Operative question. If they are telling us the allegiance is 100% united, why in the hell should I see anything different? Let me tell you about the state's attorney, guys. Did y'all hear what the hell she said? And that's why I'm so glad I didn't turn the video off right there. This is what I be needing. For me, boy, 1 + 1 = 2. In one of my videos, I said I'm not very academically educated. I wasn't lying to y'all, man. Damn, but you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm a little ignorant how I express that because it ain't lying, because it's not all the way true. I do absolutely I don't know why I just told that damn lie. I 1000% appreciate education, right? I may not be a fan of the systems, you know what I mean? And sometimes I think some of the things we learn should be left, there's always going to be opinions about that, and mine is just another one. But I'm definitely a fan of education, and I also mentioned in my other video, especially if you're going to be sharing information, important information, pretending, and I ain't say pretending, I'm like, you're intimating that you're trying to get to solid resolutions, beneficial resolutions to real problems that affect everyone. You should want to be responsible about how you communicate the information that you share and join in on, right? Okay, I'm saying all of that to say the state's attorney is telling us, the state's attorney, do y'all know what that is? Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they part of like the district attorney's office? Maybe I need to just look this shit. Let me look that up real quick. Hell, I'm on the road today. This may never happen again. I'm right. The state's attorney is not only, according to, I did a little quick Google search, not only part of the prosecutor's office, he or she is literally the lead prosecutor, right? That represents the state that they're in. I want to say that again because I got to say something. Maybe I'm hoping y'all are like, man, why the hell are you telling us that? We heard it when she said it. It don't make no damn. I'm hoping y'all already on that wave, but just in case you aren't, because I don't always pick up stuff when it's put down either, no matter how simple it is. Some people have to break it down and unpack it for me too. Sips water. The state's attorney, in whatever state he or she is in, is not only part of the prosecutor's office, they're the lead prosecutor. Why the hell is he saying that? Well, Trailhand, what the hell you talking about? Tell you what I'm talking about. I'm from Georgia, y'all know that. If you don't, you do now. Shout out, I'm be missing home too, man. Especially Savannah. I miss it right now. Anyway, you are out there saying the sheriff's department is our family. I'm not tripping, y'all. I'm watching the YSL trial. If you know, you know. If you don't, I ain't got time to help you right now, man. The state attorney is the lead prosecutor of criminal cases in any state. But in this particular instance, Florida is saying the sheriff's office is our family, man. I'm just trying to tell y'all, we still have this one accord. They're letting us know they serious as hell about this blue line, and all of them standing on it, from the deputies in the jails and the prisons all the way to the lead prosecutor. And I'm going to tell y'all on up, because they just stopped the conversation now, but I guarantee you the governor had or will or may have something to say about this. They always do when these law enforcement officers pass, even if it's their own fault. I'm not getting into that shit right there. On up to the presidents. They always Democratic or Republican or independent. I don't give no damn. I'm sorry. I ain't taking no shots at y'all. I'm shooting at y'all, damn it. Get at me in the comments. Shoot your shot back. All of them. We've lost one of our nations. No, we ain't lost no nations, family. Rest in peace to those human beings. I'm never cheering for anybody's death, even when people have to die because they were trying to kill people or hurt people, and that's what happened. I'm still not cheering, because obviously that should have been and would have been and hopefully could have been another outcome there, but it was what it was, to the point where people die senselessly. If you ever catch me here and check me and say you said you were never going to do that, Trailhand. But nevertheless, they always, no matter how these cops die, say the nation. No, sir, the nation ain't lost a damn thing. Y'all have lost. I don't see no damn state's attorney's office coming out, or the lead prosecutor for any state coming out, or the sheriff coming out when these cowards murder a citizen like that. Not in condolences, not in grief. That's how I'm going to end this damn video. Not in sympathy. If they come out, they said, shit, well, boy, we had to do what we had to do. His ass out of here, the public is safer. Her ass out of here, the public is safer. Y'all don't come out on no we won team, we lost somebody. I ain't never seen the president say we lost. Not now one of them motherfuckers. We lost somebody when one of these cops killed somebody. Maybe they said it and I ain't hear it. But correct me when I'm wrong. I don't like to over-exaggerate to prove no point when the facts are available to do that themselves. I don't see these motherfuckers showing up for me. Americans gonna die today. Can y'all hold a press conference? Please, and tell us we lost one. Because that's when I feel like we lost one. Not just when y'all lost one, it's an American thing. All these Americans literally getting killed by y'all people. Praise God it did not happen in this circumstance. That's how I'm gonna end the video. And y'all motherfuckers only lost one when it's literally one of these cowards standing on the blue line with you, sir. I'm sorry. We kinda ain't on the same page. Madam State's Attorney. The bigger thing you're going to see when that egg get cracked is these the same people that's in court, man. I understand they are the prosecutors, so it's a process. The crimes get brought to them. They think whoever before the process thinks there's enough evidence to pass the ball to them, they take it to court. But when they see some bullshit going on, they are supposed to just stop the process. I'm sorry, I can't prosecute this. It's not what y'all think it is. It happens at times. The problem is it doesn't happen enough. And you know why? That state attorney just told us. It don't matter. This is my family. If they bring me something, I'm running with it. That's what most of us do for our loved ones, right? We'll check them if they need to be checked. They miss that part of the process. But if our people bring us something that ain't crazy, we like, nah, I got your back, right? That's how they feel. The problem is what I just said. They miss the part of the process most often, most commonly, when they people wrong and they check their people and say, I can't run with this. Once again, I'm acknowledging it does happen. There are times when prosecutors say, no, this ain't what y'all think it is, grand jury. This ain't what y'all think it is, sheriff's department, whoever the hell it is. So we can't do this. But it happens not nearly enough. Go to Missouri right now. They still got that man on death row. I don't think they changed the sentences. They about to execute him in a few days. And even the judge and the prosecutor, in this case, not the state's prosecutor, but the prosecutor is saying, we got it wrong. This man is innocent. That's what I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make there. My last point, guys, this right here. How in the hell did it take a media representative, a journalist, to ask, how was the truck driver? We heard the sheriff talk. We heard the state's attorney talk. Y'all are the leaders of your organizations. It took a member of the media to inquire about anybody else involved in that situation, where no matter what led up to it, your officer was responsible for endangering not only his own life, but the lives of countless American citizens. And neither of you thought to mention it, while you mentioned everything about your damn sympathetic side. And I'm going to tell you how I know you do not lack empathy. You just don't have any for us. You talked about the Florida Highway Patrol taking over the case so your local, the people who know him, law enforcement personnel, can back off of it and grieve. You have empathy. You said how much of a blessing that is to you and the local community, that they would take that off of your hands. You recognize when people need to be sympathized with, sir. It did not cross your mind or the state's attorney's mind to even think of the other lives. You didn't even try to tell us how the damn truck driver was doing. You didn't even try to tell us there were no other people involved in that. We listened to you. Or are you going to say it now that the journalists are asking? Here, I don't know. I ain't finna give your ass no chance. Because you should have said it the first time, sir. And that is my ultimate problem with you, gang of cowards. You're domestic terrorists, in my opinion, man. You never think of American citizens because you're always thinking of yourselves on a higher and more worthy plane. Ain't no way in hell I could co-sign with that, and I would never see any of you as heroes. I don't give a damn how sympathetic, nice, and amicable you appear. This video pissed me the hell off because you went down that man's lineage and prayers for his loved ones, especially his wife and kids. You didn't even think to mention the well-being of the other Americans involved in that incident. You know why? Because you don't give a damn, and therefore you didn't think anybody else would either. The journalists called your ass out, and I am too. That was disappointing and disgusting, and you one of their leaders. I'm Trailhand Bill, man. Y'all be good. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.